Good morning and welcome to A Closer Look. I'm your host, Linda Fontaine. Today, my guest is Peyton Garrett. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks so much for having us,
Now, you are with the Creeper Ride to End Cancer.
Yes, the Creeper Trail Ride to End Cancer is an event that my family started to raise money for rare cancer research, and it's very much needed. This event kind of started from a diagnosis of my mother a while back, and it's a scary thing to be diagnosed with cancer and be told that you have cancer, but it can be even more terrifying for a rare form of cancer, which is what my mother had. She had leiomyosarcoma, which is a soft tissue cancer, and it's very rare, affects very, very few. And through that experience, my family, we saw firsthand, like the first hospital she went to, the doctors there haven't really seen her form of cancer, very many, patients of her form of cancer. So we just really saw how much funding and research money needs to go to these more rare types of cancers. There's lots of foundations out there for more common types of cancers, which is great, but if you take all the rare forms of cancer, which is like brain cancer and stomach cancer and all, the sarcomas, this affects millions and millions of people if you put all the rare cancers together. So these rare forms of cancers just really need the extra money. And so my mother and her sister and her brother and our family decided to try to give back to these families that are battling these rare forms of cancer. So we decided to start an event and name it after my mother. So we a foundation after my mother, the Penny F. Garrett Sarcoma Foundation.
That's nice.
So that's how it started, and we do this event every year, the Creeper Trail Ride to End Cancer, a bike ride or a walk to kind of wrap up a year of donating and participating in this foundation. So that's how it started.
Well, you're right. There are a lot of charities and fundraisers for a lot of different cancers. So this is really neat that you're doing this, because when you have somebody in your family that's battling a rare form of cancer, like you said, it's very terrifying, because wow, there's just not a lot of research for this, so her chances aren't going to be that great.
Yeah.
And so that is terrifying. You're right. I hadn't thought of it in that way, because I haven't had that experience personally. So it's very close to home for you. So I think this is a great tribute for your mother that you're doing this.
Yeah, for sure. So there's lots of families out there that are battling these rare forms of cancers, and my mother actually, she was fortunate to be able to see a specialist that had seen her type of cancer many times. So we urge families out there that, if you're battling a rare form of cancer, definitely try to seek a specialist, seek someone that has seen your cancer, before. And that led us to MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston, Texas, which is supposed to be one of the world's #1 cancer institute, and they have many doctors there that have seen the more rare types of cancers, and this is a huge facility. And that is where the money to this event, our foundation, every year we donate the money, 100% of proceeds that go to our foundation go to MD Anderson Cancer Center.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, how many years have you been doing this?
This is our 10th annual. It's a big year.
10th?
10th annual, yes. It's crazy. It's crazy. Went by really fast, and it's just been great to see it grow over the years. And but we don't want to stop there. We want the 10th annual to be their biggest one yet.
Good. Okay, so let's talk about the event itself.
Yeah.
Okay, where's it going to be at?
It's in Damascus, Virginia, a small little town. There's a town park there, and that is where the event begins. And the event is a bike ride or a 5K walk on the Virginia Creeper Trail, which is very beautiful. It's easy. It's not very difficult.
Yeah, it's kind of
and
at a little bit of a slope. It seems to be downhill or just pedaling, but it's
Yeah.
not uphill. It's
Yeah,
not strenuous. It's a good trail.
It's off the mountain, and it's really just, you just really enjoy the scenery. It's not like something very strenuous.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. And if you haven't done it, or you haven't done it in a while, or you want to do it again, this is a perfect opportunity
Yes.
to be able to just make a weekend out of it and come, do our event and help a good cause and
At the
ride the
same
Creeper Trail.
time.
Yeah, it's.
How many people do you usually get out to participate?
I say we have a couple hundred. I say.
Okay, so you want this to be even more. So the more, the better.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, the more the better for cancer research. So you've had a couple hundred. So it's going to be a big event.
Yeah,
it's a big event.
It's
Okay.
a big event. Yeah.
And tell me, you said, will there be like a kickoff event and things like that the night before? You mentioned something like that to me, I think, before we
Yes.
got on the air.
So our event is July 26th and 27th.
Okay.
26th is the Friday. That night is kind of our kickoff, if you want to call it that. So there's a restaurant in Damascus called the Old Mill, and
Okay.
they host our kickoff event. There'll be a dinner. It's where you sign up your team, get your T-shirts. We give
Okay.
T-shirts to all the teams if you.
Is that the
participate.
T-shirt like you're
This
wearing?
was the one from last year.
Okay.
They're super soft, by the way. Just
Sea-Trek?
the side note, they're really.
They're very
comfortable.
soft, and
Most
that's
people
important now.
we see lots of people wearing them just throughout the year. So,
Good.
but
They look soft.
so that Friday we have a dinner. We usually do fireworks. There's a silent auction, music. So it's a really good night, and you can kind of just make a weekend out of it. Participate that Friday. It's great, and then that next morning, 9 a.m. we start the event. We have a big celebration in the morning before the bike ride or the walk. We honor all of the survivors, all of the people that have battled cancer and won that come. We give a little celebration to them, of course. The event is for them, right? And it's kind of like a family more than anything, really.
So let's tell people how they can get information or get involved with this great event. So you can call 276-492-0701, or you have a website, don't you?
Yes, our website is creepertrailridetoendcancer.com. And you can find us on Facebook, which would probably be one of the best places to keep informed and know about the event leading into the day of. So you can find us at Penny F. Garrett Sarcoma Foundation or Creeper Trail Ride to End Cancer
on Facebook.
On Facebook, yes.
So Penny F. Garrett
Sarcoma Foundation.
Sarcoma Foundation. I'm just saying it slower just in case someone's trying to write it down or something.
Yeah.
Penny F. Garrett Sarcoma Foundation. And that's on Facebook, as well as Creeper Trail
Ride to End Cancer.
Ride to End Cancer. Very good. And we had the phone number up. And so Facebook's the best way. There's a website. You can just Google it, and I'm sure you can find the information. People just put Penny F. Garrett in or Creeper Trail Ride to End Cancer, and it will come up. So that'll be good. Now tell me about the teams.
Yes, that's kind of like what we ask you to do to participate in the event. If you go to our website or Facebook, you can find information about forming your own team. Just it's super fun. It's super easy. Just grab your colleagues, your friends, your family, and like teams of 4 or 5. We have teams of 15 before. So just form a team. We have information on our website about how you can do fundraisers. So we'll ask you to do, maybe try to do one fundraiser before the day of the event to try to raise some money.
As much money as possible.
Oh yeah, of course, as much money as possible. A good goal to shoot for is $500 per team.
Okay.
So that's a great goal to shoot for. There's plenty of fundraising ideas. You can ask a restaurant to do, a fundraiser, or we do golf tournaments. So there's plenty of ideas out there for a fundraiser that you can do. And then, so you bring your team to the day of the event, and it's just a lot of fun.
And what time does that start in the morning?
At 9 a.m. is when our opening event starts. Yes.
Okay, and then it runs, and are there things to do afterwards? Are there vendors or anything like that?
Yeah, we'll have stuff like that, of course, at at the event, but it usually runs about an hour or so is our little celebration, and then we do a little parade where everyone gets on their bike, or if you're doing the walk, you just walk, and we walk through the town.
Damascus?
Yeah, walk through Damascus, and then that's where you will get to your shuttle to go up on top of the mountain to ride the bike down back to the town park.
And how long does that usually take?
I've done it a
Couple
bunch of times. It really depends. It's how much you want to
does.
soak it up, or if you're into just
For
going.
somebody
you
maybe
can-
not as in great a shape as you,
Oh, I
just
mean,
the average bear.
It'd take you a couple hours.
few
It's-
hours,
yeah,
couple
and
hours,
it's,
okay.
It goes by fast. Like
It
I said, it's
does.
really beautiful, and you don't really have to pedal a whole lot, honestly. So
No.
it really goes by
I mean,
quick.
I
and
used to
it's-
take my kids when they were young, so yeah, it's not too
Oh yeah,
strenuous.
and I mean they'll enjoy it. They enjoy it too. So it's
Okay,
great.
good. So I want to mention again that this is July 26th and 27th.
Yeah, 26th is our kickoff, and 27th is the event.
Okay, and this is the Penny F. Garrett Sarcoma Foundation. You can Google that to find information for the Creeper Ride to End Cancer.
Yep. Creeper Trail
Creeper Trail
Ride
Ride
to End
to
Cancer.
End Cancer.
Yep, that's it.
Great. Thank you so much for being on the show today. I
Oh, yeah.
really appreciate it.
Thanks
and
a lot
I
for
really
having
wish you
us.
guys all the best
Yeah, that's-
for a great season of raising money for this awesome
Let's
foundation.
make the 10th our best.
Very good. I
Let's do
love
it.
that. And we'll be back in just a little bit with another edition of A Closer Look.